Okay, so let's talk about Jaru, the Wolf King. This is a stoic warrior who has faced down armies, he's faced down literal storms, but today he faces his greatest enemy yet, a Black Friday sale. So yeah, let's dive into this glorious, hilarious chaos.
So on one hand, you've got Jaru, stoic, unshakable, a guy who genuinely believes that items should come to him. And on the other hand, you have Black Friday, pure chaos, utter desperation, and that irresistible siren song of 75% off. I mean, this is the classic unstoppable force meeting and, well, as we're about to see, a surprisingly movable object.
You gotta ask, right? For a king who seems to fear absolutely nothing, what could possibly be his Achilles heel? What on earth could bend his iron will? And there you have it, the one battle he was completely destined to lose before it even started. And not because of the deals, oh no. It's all about the person who asked him to go. All right, so this kicks off the first part of our story, the mission to convince the unconvincible, a mission codenamed Operation Peppi Pout.
You really have to understand where Jaru's coming from here. This is his initial position, and it's solid. For him, this isn't just about not liking crowds. It's a violation of his entire clan's philosophy. Waiting in line isn't just annoying, it's a deep personal insult to his heritage. This is the very core of his identity he's being asked to throw away.
So, faced with this total wall of no, his friends cook up this, honestly, it's a devastatingly effective four-step plan you see right here. They know logic is useless. Nope. It's time to bring out the secret weapon and deploy the nuclear option. And just like that, it works. With one simple, adorable pouch from his beloved Peppi, the Wolf King's iron resolve just shatters. Operation Peppi Pout is a massive success, and Jaru is officially doomed. The king is conquered without a single shot fired. So after being, let's say, convinced, Jaru now has to cross the threshold into a new world. Welcome everyone to the mall battlefield. The second those doors open, it is exactly the pandemonium he was dreading. Alex's cry for reinforcements, that's not him being dramatic. That's a real-time battlefield report from the front lines of the shoe department. This is Jaru's life now.
Oh, and it just gets worse from there. The indignities just pile on. I mean, look at this list. He gets elbowed by a surprisingly tough grandma, rammed by a shopping cart, and takes a stray bag of chips to the chest. He even has to use his own body as a shield to save his friends from an avalanche of sweaters. Every single moment is a fresh assault on his very soul. But you know, the real test of his warrior spirit? It's not even the physical chaos. It's the checkout line. 2 hours. 2 whole hours. Just standing there, waiting, surrounded by noise and the crushing weight of his life choices. And his internal thoughts, they say it all, don't they? For Jaru, this isn't just an annoyance. This is a legitimate near-death experience. He feels bruised, battered, and personally violated by the whole ordeal. He's suffering, and he's doing it with this incredible, dramatic flair. Okay, so this is where things get really, really interesting. We're about to look at the huge gap between the external reality of this nightmare shopping trip and the internal realities of our two main characters. Just look at this contrast here. What is, for all intents and purposes, a battlefield for Jaru is somehow a safe, warm home for Peppi. What he feels as a brutal test of endurance, she sees as this incredible act of love. They're standing right next to each other, but they might as well be on different planets. So inside his head, Jaru is just spiraling. He knows this whole thing is absurd. He knows he shouldn't be here, but he just can't stop himself. He's literally questioning who he is, all for the woman holding his arm. Okay, now let's flip the script and see what Peppi's thinking. While Jaru is fighting this epic internal war, she just sees his suffering as a shield. She isn't seeing a miserable guy. She's seeing her protector. That scowl he has is, to her, a romantic promise to keep her safe from the cold. And to really get how deep this connection goes, you need to know this one term, La Falarin. It means my flame. And it's not just some cute pet name. It's the whole point. She is the warmth he's looking for in the cold, the light that gets him through all the chaos. This right here, this thought from Peppi, it just sums up everything perfectly. The entire world sees this untouchable, icy wolf king, but she sees the vulnerable boy hiding underneath it all, the one who completely melts with a single kiss. She sees the truth. So, Okay, he survived the battlefield. What's the reward for our hero? Well, in this final act, we see how all that suffering pays off in these quiet moments of true intimacy.
And this is it. This is the big transformation. Away from all the chaos, Jaro finally admits just how vulnerable he is. It was never about being physically tough. His real shield against the cold wasn't his stoicism, it was her.
And you can see the payoff laid out so clearly here. He went through all that, and he's not rewarded with some grand treasure. He's rewarded with these small, tender gestures. After being pushed around by crowds, her hands bring him warmth. After all the noise, there's just a quiet kiss in the snow. Every single one of these little moments is the perfect antidote to the hell he just went through. And here it is, the moment of complete and utter surrender. The Wolf King, who stood like a frozen statue for hours, finally admits that he's about to melt. The ice is gone. It's been replaced entirely by the warmth that she gives him. So what are we really supposed to take away from all this? Well, it's that love is often defined by what you're willing to put up with for someone, and how your point of view can turn a battlefield into a safe haven. Real connection isn't about the big, flashy stuff, but the small moments of warmth that come after the chaos. And of course, maybe the most important lesson, never, ever underestimate the strategic power of a good pout. So Jaro's battlefield was a Black Friday sale at the mall. It was absurd, it was chaotic, and it was completely against his nature. But he walked through it for her. So it really makes you think, doesn't it? What's the battlefield you'd be willing to walk through?